Okay. So imagine a world where your office is wherever you want it to be, whether it is your cozy living room, your backyard, or even having the capacity to do your job anywhere at any time. This sort of flexibility I have just described would not only enhance your productivity, but also improve your work-life balance in ways you never thought possible. Today, we are going to dive into the transformative power of virtual work. We'll look at how this role is reshaping industries, boosting efficiencies, and creating opportunities that go far beyond the traditional office walls. By the end of this session, you will have a clear understanding of why working virtually is not just a trend, but the future. You can see this on the slide in front of you. From this slide, you can understand that working remotely is a trend that will not fizzle out anytime soon. So before I introduce myself, I would love to bring to your knowledge that there will be bonus for anyone who stays till the end of this webinar. So I am Maureen Okoye. Apart from my technical expertise and my current role as a project manager in Unifest, I am a seasoned educator, or what we call tutor, with 2 master's degree in education. So it will be fair also to say that I am a university lecturer and a current PhD student. I actually started my tech career on site with Zenith Computers in Anambra State, like most of you already know. So I further progressed as a virtual assistant, now currently a project manager. Today, I'm working as a coach for ZTech Consults. ZTech Consults is a premier training institute registered in England and Wales. This institute isn't just about education, it is about transformation. It is a place where your career aspirations meet cutting-edge learning, where every course is designed to empower you with the skills and knowledge to excel in today's competitive world. Today, with this platform, we are gathered to understand how we can work remotely, get a side gig, earn in foreign currency, and eventually have the lifestyle we desire by being virtual assistants. But we will start with who is a virtual assistant. So like is seen in the screen, a virtual assistant is simply a skilled assistant employed to assist companies. It's a skilled assistant, skilled in quotes, employed to assist companies, busy business owners, managers, high-level professionals with administrative tasks, customer support, travel management, even as far as planning of their daily lives. So virtual assistants assist with a variety of tasks that are usually versatile in their, they are usually versatile in their roles, except when they decide to specialize in a niche. So it's fair enough to call them jack of all trades. So they do all this work remotely in the comfort of their chosen location. Virtual assistants do several roles and utilize a lot of tools to make their jobs easier. This we will look into, but at this juncture, I will call upon our guest speaker, Chika Ibe, who is an accomplished virtual assistant and have over the years understood the nitty-gritty of the virtual assistant business. She has also landed numerous gigs from Upwork and many other recruitment platforms. Chika has more than 15,000 followers on LinkedIn and will be throwing in some spice into this webinar with her knowledge and personal story. So the next voice, I'll bring down my slide. The next voice you will be hearing will be Chika's. Chika, you have the stage. So I'll stop sharing. Hello, Chika, are you still there?
Chika, we can't hear you.
So I think she's having issues with her network. So hold on a little bit. Okay, before she comes in, I think I'll have to continue. When she comes in, we will give her the stage for her to explain to us what it means to be a virtual assistant and also share her personal story with us. So I'll bring up my slide again so as not to waste much time. So these are the basic skills. If you were in the free class, the 2 weeks free class, you will understand what I've just brought up in the slide. So these are the basic skills of a general virtual assistant. So a general virtual assistant should be able to know inbox management. That means organizing inbox to zero email because um excuse me. Okay, Chika, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'll pull down my slides so you can continue. Thank you.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I don't know where you're hearing me from, so I greet you regards to your time and your time. So my name is Chika Ibe. So I'm a health practitioner by that is offline. I'm a nurse by profession, but online I'm a digital social media manager and a virtual assistant. So I'm sorry that you can't see me because I'm using my phone at the moment. So let's get to the business of the day. So Ma Okoye have already said about the virtual assistant, who is a virtual assistant, and everything that is related to it. So I'm not really going to talk about who is a virtual assistant. So I'm just going to talk about share my story and how I started. So currently I have 70K followers on LinkedIn there. I have other platforms I'm also building and managing for clients. I work for international clients and local clients, but most of my clients are mostly internationals. That is people that are not in my country. So I work for them, and it's not something that I work for only one person. I work for currently I have 4 people I'm working for virtually, and I'm also a student. So you can see that it's really something that you can do that is very flexible, is irrespective of your work or your status, you can actually do it. And here is the most interesting part of it. I started this journey using my smartphone because I hear a lot of people saying that they don't have laptop to start, they don't have anything to start, any gadget. I started with my Android phone, and the first client I got on as a virtual assistant was from Nigeria as a personal virtual assistant. I was helping this woman to manage her time, remind her of whatever what she's supposed to do at a particular time, because she's very busy. So she needs somebody that will keep her in check, tell her this is time to do this, ma, this time to do this. But there's one misconception people have about virtual assistant, and that is what I want to clear. Virtual assistant is actually the easiest. and the sweetest job you can find out there. And the good thing about it is that it is a job that's very flexible, and people are always looking for virtual assistant. Like, they can never do without virtual assistant, especially busy entrepreneurs, because these people are like, you are not seeing them, they can work from anywhere, they assist you. And as long as online is existing, virtual assistants will keep trending. Virtual assistant is the flex, is a biggest flex, because it will help you to work from any angle. If you wake up and decide I don't want to step out, you want to stay in your room and do your thing, it's all left for you. So, like, my okay, I was talking about skills that you have, so I would like to talk about briefly about this skill, so that we know things that you need to have in hand, so that to head to this particular job role. So firstly, you have to know how to operate Microsoft programs. So the simple ones, that is Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and it's not a big deal, because as far as you know how to type with your phone, you can type, you can message, you can reply DMs. It's as simple as that. I don't know if you people can hear me. Can you all hear
Yes,
me?
we can, please. Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just want to confirm so that I know I'm not talking to myself. So, what you need to have a basic skill in Microsoft Word is just a program that you type in your word, type in your
Yes, ma'am.
letters
Okay.
or your text,
Bye,
and
forget it.
have them printed. Are you saying something?
Hello, Chika. It's not too clear.
Okay, my voice is not too clear.
Yes, like there is noise in the background.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Anyway.
Please, everyone should turn off their mic.
Okay, is it better now?
Yes, it's better.
Yes.
It's okay now.
Yes. Yeah, can you turn off your video, please?
Okay. My video. I said it before that the place I am now, right now, I'm in Nigeria. I know the current situation of Nigeria. There's no light where I am. I'm in school.
It's okay.
So
I was
can
actually
we continue?
referring to Sylvia. Yes, we can continue, please.
Okay, I get it. Okay. So, like I was saying initially, I said that we have to have basic skills that will help you to thrive. So some of those skills that you have to know how to manage. Someone is talking.
Please, if you join, you turn off your mic, please. Mute your mic.
Okay, thank you so much, Miracle. So there's things I said initially. I said for you to thrive in this particular role, there are some few skills that you need to have at your fingertip that will help you to really be on control. So those skills are you have to be very proficient in Microsoft. Microsoft is a very simple text program that will help you to type in your documents, type in just the same way you type, the same way you do your thing. It's very easy, very accessible, very user friendly for people to use. So it's not really something that you need to take you weeks or months to learn. It's simple, very simple. Like I said initially, virtual assistant is very, very simple to do. Anybody can do it, provided that you have your smartphone. You know how to type. You know how to reply messages. The same thing people are paying others thousands of dollars to do for them. Believe me. Then another one is data entry. Data entry is just a very simple, like some people don't have that time. Okay, I remember a client I worked for. the person is a banker. I think the department they put the person in deals with typing in information in the system. And this particular man, he don't really know how to do Microsoft. He don't really know how to handle that stuff. So then he will send me over the work. The way we do it is that within the week, he will send me those work. He will snap them with his phone, send it to me. I will use my phone from my end in the school, type out those things that are already, those data that he has already sent, type them out as fresh work, like soft copy, send it back to him. Then on Monday morning, he's going to forward it to his manager. So I was doing this virtually for him, like assisting him virtually, doing his work, and he's paying me for it. So it's just as simple as that. People need orders. You can't really do much. You can't really do much by yourself. You need people around you. So the same way people hire people to help them. So that is what virtual assistant does. Then another skill you need to have is a good communication skill. You need to know how to communicate very well. This happens. I think there is a particular client I work for. She was from India, and we had a lot of communication issues because her accent was kind of different from mine. The way she talks is faster than me. But one good thing about is that she heard me very well. She heard me correctly, but I'm finding it difficult to hear her. So the way we do it is that I will use my voice notes to explain things. Then she will type out the thing to me. So now, had it been that I don't know how to speak very well, she barely hear me and I barely hear her. So there will not be any work. There will not be anything. We will not have anything in common because there will be a communication barrier. But here, she can hear me. I'm having issues hearing her, so she's okay with it. What she do is she type out whatever she wants to do. Most times she use voice record. She send it over to me, whatever she wants to say. I will take my time to listen. So here you need to have a very good communication skill and listening skill. How to know how to listen to people, understand whatever they are saying. And a good thing about this virtual assistant is that the more you work with different people, the more you learn. When I started the work initially, I'm just a casual somebody there, just doing my thing. But the only thing is that I know how to type very well. I can type with my phone. I can reply chat very well. So how I even all these things started was I was talking to a friend on WhatsApp. So the person was like, the way you reply message is very fast. Why don't you go and learn virtual assistant? I was like, what's that? He told me that it's actually a skill. So I didn't really want to like sound as if I'm a novice or something. I said, no problem, I will try it out. So I took my phone, I searched for virtual assistant, what is virtual assistant? And I had a very clear knowledge about it. So I head down to Upwork. I don't know, most of us know Upwork. I head down to Upwork to create a profile and start from there. I started from Upwork, then I got several clients on Upwork from virtual assistant. Then what I was doing then was a personal virtual assistant. Now, personal virtual assistant is kind of the same, is also virtual assistant, but now we are helping the person manage their timing, helping the person remind them what to do next. There was a client I worked for. I've been in this virtual assistant for years. I've been working for years on virtual assistant, roughly 5 years now. So there was a client I worked for. This man hired me to just help to remind his grandma. I think the man is from Canada, Toronto to be precise. He hired me to be reminding his mother time to take his medications. Like every, I think it was 4 hours. I will call the grandma. The grandma will pick the call or tell her, ma, it's time to take your drugs. That is just it. And then he paid me then. I think he paid hourly then. He was paying me hourly then. He was paying $40. Just for you to imagine, just to call somebody, remind the person, this is what to do. The person gets it done. The man is a CEO, so he don't really have that time to be reminding his grandma, take drugs, take this, do that. So he hired a virtual assistant. As easy as that. You can see the distance barrier, the distance from Canada and Nigeria. So Hadebin is a work that I have to do on site, and considering the fact that I'm also a student, it will not really be that easy for me. I can't do it. But because it's virtual, That is the most interesting part of it. It's virtual, and this work is work that it evolves, like it keeps trending, it keeps going upper and upper. The price you set yourself today, if you start today, you might start very small. You might start earning maybe $10,000 or something. As the month goes, as you experience, as you have a lot of experience, you accumulate a lot of knowledge and a lot of clients reviews, your charge is going to keep increasing. It's just as simple as that. And the good thing about it is that you are not putting in anything, you are not buying anything to put. Everything is in you. Just calling somebody, telling the person this is what to do, the person will do it and pay you money. People need reminder. People are very busy. So that one being said, the next skill to have is social media management. You know how to manage social medias, and that is not a big deal. Also, the same way you do your own, the same way you do your thing, the same way you your WhatsApp, the same way you Facebook, you Twitter, you do your tweets and the normal things. That same way people need you to do it for them. They are so busy, their hands are very tight. They need somebody that can help them do these things, and that is where you come in line. This virtual assistant is something that you can actually do for 5 different people at different time intervals. It is the simplest job I've ever seen, and I will keep recommending people to do it, because I feel like anytime I hear people say they don't have work, they are broke, the country is hard, I feel like, and you have your phone. Your phone is, instead of giving you money, is draining out money from you, buying your data, doing all sorts, but it can't get it to help you, to get money for you, which is really unbelievable. Because virtual assistant is there. What are you telling me? Virtual assistant is there. Well, be a virtual assistant to somebody. If you don't know where to start from, start working for people in Nigeria. Like I said initially, I started from people in Nigeria, so you have the experience. You gather those experience. Look for people that are within your community, within your time zone. Work for them. Get your experience. You forge ahead. And the another thing is that for you to actually have those big clients on virtual assistant, I have to say this: you have to have certificate. There are some people that you want to work for, especially in the case of being a social media manager. There are some sensitive information people will not really allow you to have access to if you're not certified, especially if you're not certified from an recognized organization. Then I had this issue then, because I told you I did not start. I just started from my phone. All of a sudden, I'm a virtual assistant. So at some point, when I wanted to submit a job on Upwork, they asked me for my certification. I was like, what's that? So I have to go and look for a particular organization, register. Then it was 3 months course. I had for 3 months course on virtual assistant. After that, I badged my certificate. So with that certificate, I was able to, anybody that asks for a certificate,
Hello, Chika. We can't hear you anymore. Are you still on call? Okay.
Hello, I
can you hear
can
me
hear
now?
you.
Yes, we
Yeah, I
can.
can hear you.
For how long?
Hello.
For how long?
No, it's
Just
just
like
Stop second.
just some seconds now. You
yeah,
were talking
concern.
about
Oh,
getting the certificates.
okay. Thank goodness. So in the aspect of the certificate, so I said then I head for a course, virtual assistant of course, and I badged the certificate. So with this certificate, I was able to give it to anybody that asks for certificate. The reason for this certificate is that some people they need to know how to trace you. They need to know where you come from, your roots, because them giving you some sensitive information, if something should go wrong in that particular account or should go wrong within that time frame or that range that you are working for them, that particular period, they are going to hold you responsible. So they want somebody that will be very responsible, that they can give to this particular role, and it should be something that is very confidential. yes, it's not something that you will share to everybody. Virtual assistant is like nursing to me. One of the characteristics of a virtual assistant is that you should know how to keep secret. The same thing applies to my profession as a nurse. You know how to keep secrets, because people will give you their login details. People will even give you, okay, just like the man I shared initially that used to send his work. He's a banker. Then why I stopped working for him then is he later got promoted to another department. I think the department he was promoted to, he doesn't need to type there. So we now like I was saying it, that I even went ahead and start telling people that I'm the one that do the behind this man's success or something. You know, it's not really going to be fun. It's not really going to be professional. So one thing, the good side about this work is that people will entrust their secrets to you. You will get to hear a lot of things. You get to see a lot of things, but your ability to keep those things confidential is what will make you to be exceptional. People will keep looking for you. They'll keep recommending you because they know that you are professional in what you are doing. You are not just anyhow person. And what guarantees that is your certificate. That is why it's good. It's not just wake up in the morning and start doing it. You need a route. You need somebody that will shelter. You need somebody that, you need a particular organization that will be an umbrella. Because this particular confidentiality, if you are doing this on your own, you will not have this knowledge that you need to keep your client information very secretive. You need to keep it very, very secret because they are very sensitive, especially international people. They don't compromise at all. Whenever they send something to you, they expect you to treat it professionally, not to disclose it to anybody, regardless of anything, even after the contract ends. That is why most times, if people ask you for your portfolio, you don't send them the name of your clients, except to seek the permission of those people. So these are the things that you are going to be taught in the class or in the program for you to be certified as a virtual assistant. So that is why people ask for that certificate, so that they will know that all this information has been given to you. You are up to do. So moving forward, so I started from square one using my Android phone. Then I started just normal thing, doing my stuff. Soon I got hired by a fiction writer. She used to write novels. All these novels we read on web. All these fictions we read on web. So I managed her Facebook account then and help her with personal work. Then moving forward again, I got clients from Ghana. I got 2 clients from Ghana. This man, I worked for him for a week. He referred me to his friend. So his friend, and now we later dropped. Then I continued with his friend. So I worked for his friend from Ghana. I worked for somebody. I have been working for people currently. Now the people I'm working for. I work for US clients. I work for Canada. There's one man that's from Canada. There's another one that's from Ghana again, and then 2 Nigerians. The other person, the contract ends last week, so I'm not going to cancel. So it's now 4. I'm working currently with 4 clients. So why am I saying all these things? I'm saying just for you to see that despite being a student, I still have 4 clients that I'm working for. And these people, none of them paid me, if you convert it to Naira, none of them paid me below 100,000 Naira. None of them pay below 100,000 Naira. Because what? These people are literally leaving the load for you to do it for them. And in the sense that there is a way that you blend with these people, they cannot really let you go like that, because they'll feel like they are used to you. Even if you increase your rate, they'll tell you no problem, provided that you are giving them that value they need. This is what people have been looking for. And the good thing about virtual assistant is that it will make you to keep learning. It's not a skill that you will have today and you are done. You will want to punish more. You will want to advance in your career. You want to learn more. When I said I don't even know how to do graphics, I don't know anything about graphics. But along the line, I started learning graphics. Along the line, I started learning how to manage social media, because before it was just virtual assistants helping people to type, do all this normal administrative work. But along the line, I learned social media management, and currently I rank number 1 on LinkedIn in Favicon, the whole Nigeria. I ranked number 1 social media management, just because I started from virtual assistant. People don't really know that I was once a virtual assistant. They are always seeing the social media management, but the major thing behind that social media management is virtual assistant. That is why in Favicon recognized me as the number one VA and virtual assistant, number one VA and social media manager, sorry, on LinkedIn. So all these things started, it's all around virtual assistant. So what am I trying to say in essence? What I'm trying to say in essence is that virtual assistant is a skill to have, regardless of your age, regardless of your status, regardless of whatever. You don't have the guard, you don't have anything, you don't have money.
Oh, quite an interesting person story, but we lost her again. Chika Ibe, if you can hear me, we can't hear you. Can you hear me? I think this is network glitches. Okay, her story is quite inspiring, and I don't know why we lost her, because I was enjoying everything. It is quite motivating having to start with her phone and now managing up to 4 to 5 clients, starting from within Nigeria, and now she's managing jobs for international people. And that's the beauty of being a virtual assistant. You can have different clients. You can be working for different people if you can carry it and be earning your money smoothly, having your work-life balance. And people may be seeing you like, maybe this girl that is doing Yahoo Yahoo, this boy that is doing Yahoo Yahoo, but they have to come closer to understand what is really giving you this money. Because number one, you don't have the stress. Number two, you're being paid in foreign currency. You're happy as a virtual assistant, not going for the 9 to 5 hour job and stressing your ass out and having to deal with a lot of people. So I'll bring up my slide, because I think we lost Chika again, so as not to waste much of our time. This webinar is stipulated to last for 1 hour. 1 hour. So I'll bring up my slide again. So from what she said, we can see that as a virtual assistant, you need to know how to manage inbox management. You need to know how to do calendar management or meeting management, because sometimes you may be working for a client as a personal assistant. You may end up writing speeches, but you don't have to go out there to tell them, do you know this speech? I was the one that wrote it. No, it's against the ethics of the job. Then you have to create meeting links. You have to know how to sync your client's calendar, their create reminders, and do a lot of scheduling with calendar, or sync Google Calendar to Calendly or Acuity. You also, just like she said, data entry management. She helped someone working in the bank to do some data entry management. Also, as a virtual assistant, some people will need your services to help them with travel management, being able to create final and detailed itinerary, and also having the expertise to book comfortable restaurants, hotels, rent cars. It's just like this client is trusting you to do a lot of things for them, because they know you're capable, and you should be able to show your capability. That's why when I was defining who a virtual assistant is, I emphasize on skilled, because you have to be skilled. You maybe you have this thing in it inside you already, but you need polishing. You need to learn the tools. You need to stand out in the competitive market. You need to know what tools I have to use to do this, and also to make your job easy. You as a virtual assistant, you also need to know event management. We are already used to names like event planner, event manager. They are Most events can also be managed virtually. Your clients may be in US and say, oh, I'll be having a wedding in Nigeria in December, and they will book you. All they need to tell you is the time, the details, what they need, how many people will be coming for the event, and you will manage it. What their taste looks like. You just have to take the necessary details from your clients. As a virtual assistant, you could also do, just like she said, social media management. We already know that most people that have accounts on social media are not the people managing it. Sometimes people will be fighting with others. They did not reply me. They did not do this. That account may have been contracted out, and a social media manager is doing that. But as a social media manager, you should be up in your game, know how to generate leads, create content calendar, be an expert in creating videos and graphics, good at developing analytical reports. So there are a lot of things. Social media management, a lot of people gain so much money managing other people's social media, like celebrities. Most of them use virtual assistants to get much followers and to interact with their followers. Research management. Do you know that when you write research papers, statements of purpose, conduct analysis for clients, that you should be able to earn money from it? Also, research, you should be able, as a virtual assistant, you should be able to research and get the best products for your clients. Your clients may be like, oh, I want a car seat for my baby. I want this feature in it. I want that feature in it. You should be able to go out there, look for the best products that exceeds even those features that has been stated, and present it to your clients. And that's what forms the bond. Being able to offer, to do more than is expected. Then also, you can go out there, search for good electricians, instructors, or chefs. That is all under research management. So just like we've seen, you can see there is nothing much in being a virtual assistant other than knowing the tools to do this thing. Because all these things we've been saying now is what we already know. All these things we've been saying is what we already know. We know that people manage other people's social media. We know that people can do data entry for others. Now, we need to make our work easier by knowing which tools are we going to use it. How do I navigate these tools and that tool? So now, for project management, you may find yourself working for a company or for a client that needs you to manage projects for them. So you have to know the tools. One thing about knowing these two is if you know monday.com, you'll be able to navigate Trello. It's just like you were using an Android phone before. All of a sudden, you want to use an iPhone. You already have the knowledge of how to navigate a phone. So if you get an iPhone, you'll be able to find your way around it. The same goes for these tools. Knowing how to use Trello, you can find your way around monday.com or Asana or Athena, any other project management tool. Also, you should be able to store files in Google Drive, OneDrive, know how to use Google Drive, OneDrive, Amazon Drive also, but that's not really that's crucial for now. The one that is crucial is Google Drive, OneDrive. OneDrive is for Microsoft, Google Drive for Google. Then Dropbox. Know how to use these storage tools. Then another one we have, oh, I wanted to put something here. That is Outlook. Yes, the calendar. I wanted to feature Outlook, then Calendly, being able to sync your Google Calendar to Calendly. Also know how to use Acuity scheduling, but all these things, it's not something you know in a day. Somebody wants to ask a question, but just allow me to finish this particular slide. All this is not something you know in a day. You can you can start up, just like Chika told us, you can start with little things. And this role as a virtual assistant is something that you grow in. You keep on learning, because as these tools that I listed here, a lot of tools are coming into the market. Maybe they'll be like, oh, there's another one that is here. Then you go in to know how to use that one, because your clients may be like, oh, I use this one, I use that one. During the interview, they'll be like, do you know how to use HubSpot? Do you know how to use Mailchimp? Do you know how to use that? But the good thing about it is, once you get your feet into learning a particular tool, just like I've said before, if you know how to use one tool, you can use the other. Just get the basic knowledge. So being able to use Google Workspace, you can see Google Workspace versus Microsoft Workspace. Workspace, we already know what it is: Outlook, Excel, Microsoft Word, Calendar, Google Drive, and many of them. Then CRM, customer relation management. You can use HubSpot. This is HubSpot, Freshsales, Freshdesk, Zoho, Pipedrive, all these things. If you don't know it, it will be sounding like, oh, this is something that is so big. But just like I said, once you start using iPhone, the feature is like opposite of Android. If you want to cut call, maybe it's on the top, but for Android is below. But you know that this sign is to cut the call, to leave the call. So it's the same thing. Once you use this, you can use that. Okay, let me hold on so we can. Someone is raising their hands. Who is it? Chijoke. Chijoke, you can ask your question.
Thank you, Maureen. It's not really a question, but I heard you made reference twice to your slides, but I can't see the slides from my end, so I wanted to be sure it's not just from me. Your slide is not displaying.
Oh, can you all see my slide?
Please, yeah, it's from your end, please.
Yes.
Okay, Chijoke, I think it's
We can
network.
see your slide.
Maybe
we can see
go off
you.
and come in again.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fine. It's okay.
Maury, we can see your slide.
Okay. So we are going to continue. So the next slide. Now we've talked about the different tools. I didn't mention all of them. I just want to give you the insight of what tools you can use as a virtual assistant. We already know the concept. We know that this thing is something that is very easy to do. But now, how do we do them? How we are to do them is to learn these tools. And that, trust me, these tools are not something that are difficult. It's just like their name sounding. If you've not come across it, you don't already know what being a virtual assistant is. If you're seeing it, it's looking like something that is too difficult to do, but it is not. It's actually not. So we are going to so now that we've looked at the concept of virtual assistants, we now understand that virtual assistants are becoming the backbone of businesses worldwide, because a lot of people can no longer do without virtual assistants. So, and this role offers flexible lifestyle, a competitive pay, and the chance to work with global clients and make the rates of like from $10 to $40 per hour. Now, if you're excited about stepping into this dynamic role, but unsure of where to start, I am thrilled to introduce a comprehensive program that will equip you with everything you need to succeed as a virtual assistant. So, this program is not just another course, because there are a lot of courses out there. It's a hands-on experience, and you'll be dealing with experts in the field. You will not just be dealing with me alone. You'll be dealing with people that know their onions in the field, and you'll be given the chance to practicalize, ask questions. In short, a day will be set out in case if you have a question or you're confused in a particular task, they will be set out for questions to be answered. You can send it to the expert, they will answer you and make it clearer. So with expert guidance and ongoing support, you will not only learn the skills, but also how to market yourself effectively, find high-paying clients, and build a sustainable virtual assistant business. So the next slide I'll be showing is the training curriculum. This training will be commencing in September, and I like being transparent enough. You won't tell somebody I have something you want to buy and they don't know what that thing is. So this is a training curriculum. So for those from this slide, you can see what we'll be offering. You will learn how to manage a project. You will learn some CRM softwares. So specifically, you'll be learning administrative assistance, managing projects, CRM softwares, because you may be working for companies and you'll be managing a lot of things for them. Then project charter, in case if you want to go into project management tomorrow, how to produce a project charter, how to the relationship between stakeholders. You understand the stakeholders, communication, risk assumption, how to create RAIDs documents, how to create work breakdown structure, business plan, SOP. But this project management will be within the first week towards the second week. Then you're going to learn softwares like monday.com. This listed here are what we are going to do in the class. Monday.com, ClickUp, Asana, Trello, Notion, inbox management, calendar management, travel management, and collaborative tools in real time. We are used to when you type on Microsoft Word, you can save it. You should be able to work with all these things in real time. So anytime you're not with your computer, you're not with anything, your device, and your client says, oh, I want this, can you send it now? Blah, blah, blah. So you can pick up any device at your reach and do that thing, or even do the correction, because it is in real time. So you should be able to use Google Drive, OneDrive, store things smartly. Because the beauty of being a virtual assistant is when you know all these things, I keep saying it, when you know the nitty-gritty of being a virtual assistant, you can excel in any role. So I see people, they rush, you want to become a data analyst, you want to be that, before they say Jack, the class has ended, you're still trying to understand what is there, your money is gone. So why not start with the basics? Just like you enroll your child in play class before kindergarten, then they go to secondary school and then university. There's process to everything, so you don't struggle. When you learn as a virtual assistant, you can you will understand other things when you want to move on to other roles. It's not like difficult because you already know how to use these tools. Then you will also learn HubSpot, Freshdesk. You most importantly, as we are doing this, you learn how to create your portfolio, because now you know that a closed mouth is a closed pocket. These days you have to say, who is controlling my slide? Stop. A closed mouth is a closed pocket. Now you have to tell people, you have to blow your own trumpets. As in, you have to make that noise, tell people who you are. So by doing that, you have to create your portfolio. You have to know how to navigate Upwork, create an account and set it up. Also, you'll be getting LinkedIn productivity tips. If you're not on LinkedIn, let me just leave it at that. But you should be on LinkedIn. And when you decide to be on LinkedIn, look out for me, Maureen Okoye, and follow me. So now, let's continue. These are what we will be offering and a lot more. And also offer it in a way that you should be able to learn. You should be able to learn, because people get scared of learning all these things. It's just like you wasted your money and your time. No, this is not going to be waste of money and time if you do your bits. If you do your bit, this is not going to be a waste of money and time. And it's going to be a short class, a short detailed class. And you're getting your more than your money's worth, because the money that is being charged is quite small. So you're getting your money worth. So for those who are ready to take action tonight, there's a special offer. If you enroll into this class, which will start on Tuesday, the first Tuesday of September, if you enroll tonight, within 24 hours of stopping this webinar, you will get this course at the rate of 10,000 Naira. This is like a 70% discount of the actual price of this training. It's a discount. Okay, listen very attentively. I understand that investing in your education is a big decision and may be somewhat tough right now. And that is why every Monday at 9:00 a.m. in ZTech Consult page on Facebook, we offer prizes. If you've not noticed, I'm announcing it now. We offer prizes to participants of specific tasks. And if you participate in this, you could get your training fee back. You remember, it's 10,000 Naira. So if you participate in these tasks, you're getting your training fee back by winning monetary prizes. And to me, that sounds smart. And it is what I call eating your cake and having it. We also have flexible payment plans, which is available to people that are willing to pay within 24 hours, but do not have the complete money yet. You have it in mind, you really want to pay, but you do not have the complete money with you. So there has been a consensus among the stakeholders of ZTech to make it flexible. If you could pay 5,000 Naira now and complete it after 2 weeks of beginning the training. I will explain myself because I don't like stress. If you pay 5,000 Naira now and complete it after 2 weeks of beginning the training, that will be fine. And please be aware that if you do not complete your fee payments in 2 weeks, you'll be evicted from the training. So for those who will not be paying in 24 hours, we have something for you also, but at a discounted rate of 50%, meaning you will be paying 15,000 Naira after 24 hours of ending this webinar. So how to make the payments? How to make the payment? So the payment, this is the account for making the payments. So when you make the payment, when you make, when you make the payments, you should be, we already know now, when you make payment, you show evidence. There is a WhatsApp number on the screen. You show the evidence, then you'll be put into the class for it. Now, when I tell people the class is 10,000 naira, they'll be like 10,000 naira. But it's not about, I just want people to really learn with a very small amount, offer this at a very discounted rate, so that if somebody truly wants to learn, they can bring out the money and say, okay, learn. And why the money? Things offered for free, people do not take it serious. You may see somebody, they'll come into the class today, tomorrow they will not come in. It's just like it's free, it's just free. So, but when someone is when you make people accountable, they will truly learn. And the objective of all this is for people to truly learn and stand on their feet. So when you make the payment, you send the payment, you send the evidence to the account number on the screen. Remember, this offer is only available for a limited time, as we have a number of people to be trained. We have limited number of people, limited seats. So now I've explained all these things. We've heard from Chika. You understand what I mean by, if you're hearing it for the first time, because some people are actually not hearing this term, being a virtual assistant, for the first time. So if you understand what we mean and you're okay with this training curriculum, you want to learn how to use all this software and know all these things, you can start making your payments. And also remember, at the end of this class, there will be a certificate. There will be certificate for everyone that's completed. It's not if you do 2 weeks, you were evicted, you ask for certificate. There will be certificate from ZTech Consult, and also reference. You can access reference from this company anytime. Anytime you want, you can access the reference. If you're looking for a job, they need reference, you can just call up on us anytime and you will get it. So now I'll still open the method of payments. You can screen grab or ask me in the WhatsApp. The thing is that I don't really know people that has those WhatsApp number. I just had to send reminders because I know people don't read their emails. A lot of reminders were sent to emails, or people did not check. So that's why we went on WhatsApp. So maybe you tell me your name, and so we can talk well. Tell me your name and tell me this is the money I paid, the evidence and all that. So if you have any question, we are open to questions. So any questions, you're free to ask whatever questions.
Yeah, please, I would just want to make a request.
Okay.
The record of this briefing, I will appreciate if it will be sent across to us so that we can also use it to invite others that might be interested in.
Okay. I usually record whatever meeting I'm having, like this kind of public meeting. Sorry, I didn't say it from the onset. There's a recording. So it will be sent. We have a YouTube channel. It will be uploaded there, because if I start sending it one after the other, phone storage is going to be much. So this recording will be uploaded so that it's a public thing. You can always send it to someone. Hope I answered you. Hope that's fine.
Okay, send the link to your YouTube.
Okay. So what's the name? Just check our page on YouTube, because I may not be able to trace you. Check our page, ZTech Consult on YouTube. But still tell me your name in case I want to trace you.
Okay, my name is Miracle.
Miracle. Okay. Okay.
Choose friend.
Miracle who?
Mwakeze.
Okay. Someone else is raising. Okay, Melody, you have the floor.
Yes. Okay. I want to first of all appreciate. I really enjoyed the class so far. I've been opened up, though I've been hearing about virtual assistant, but not to this light. The thing is just like it's one big thing, but from everything, especially from what Chika said, I think is not something as tedious as we think. Now, my question is, this class now, because she said something about you have to get a certification to show people and all that. I want to know, with this class and the certificate, is it possible to use it pending when you go for another virtual assistant training?
With this class and the certificate,
Yes.
like, there won't be a certificate for this particular webinar. It will be
No,
after the
for the
class.
main, yes, the main training.
Okay. If you're going to use the certificate for, please can you ask?
When you start getting clients and they're asking, will that certificate, she was saying something about having a reputable certificate and all that. So is this certificate something that you can use pending when you go for maybe an upgrade or something like that?
Okay, yes.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay. Someone was asking in the chat, how long is this training? This training will be 5 weeks, 3 times a week, 5 weeks. 5 weeks detailed training, and you'll be able to learn all this. And whatever has been learned will be made accessible to you. You can always access it, then do whatever tasks you've been asked to do. If you did not understand very well in the class or may have forgotten what was said in the class, you can always access it and go through it again. So that is it. Any other question?
No question from me.
Please, I'm not hearing anything again. No.
Oh, I've been talking, sorry. I said we are 10 minutes behind time. The time was supposed to, the webinar is supposed to end by 9. So the CTech Consults YouTube link has been sent to the chat, so you can look at it so you don't miss out on the particular channel. Then for the Facebook is CTech Consult, and every Monday at 9 a.m. If you really want to get your training feedback, every Monday at 9 a.m. you can participate in task. It's not just about sending out money. You have to do something, you have to work for your money. So you participate in basic tasks. It's just very simple. In basic tasks, and you win your prize. That's where you can get your training fee back. So it's just like you're paying, but you're not paying actually. So Obaka has a question. You can ask your
Please,
question.
the train, please, yeah, you said the training starts next week, Tuesday.
Next week,
What
Tuesday.
is the
Yes.
time? When,
Oh, the
what's
time.
the
Yes,
time
sorry.
and the
Very good
duration
question. The
and the
time is
days?
7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Sometimes it will be 7 p.m. to 8:30, depending if you're doing some demonstration. So you have it in mind that at most this training will be for 1 hour 30 minutes. Then you'll be able to access the OneDrive and find whatever was taught in the class if you really need to look at it one more time. So Obaka, you have a question.
Yeah.
The days is it every day?
Okay, days is Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 7 to 8 p.m. So I'm supposed to show my account. So Ubaka, you can.
Please, I have a question. Good evening.
Yeah, just hold on so that Ubaka can complete his question. Then you can continue. Don't lose the question. We are coming back.
No, it's fine. I wanted to ask about the days and time, but someone else already asked, so it's all right.
Okay. Sorry about that. It's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 7 to 8 p.m. So, Melody, you wanted to ask a question.
Not Melody. I have a question.
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead.
The payment aspect, I was kind of distracted when you were
Saying it.
about it. Yeah, please. How much is the actual fee? Like, break it down. You said something about paying 24 hours, and I didn't really get that.
Okay, I said if you'll be making payments within 24 hours of ending this webinar, you can pay 10,000 naira. If you will be making payments after the 24 hours, the amount is 15,000 naira. But if you want to make the payments, you have it in mind that you want this payment, but you don't have the complete money now. What you have is 5,000 naira. You can make the 5,000 naira within 24 hours. Then complete the payment within 2 weeks of starting the class. And within that 2 weeks, if you did not complete the payment, you'll be evicted from the training. Do you understand it now?
Yes, I do, but I'm sorry. The aspect where you say if I have in mind of paying and I don't have now, I can pay 5,000 and complete within 2 weeks.
Yes.
So am I saying that's 10,000 or the 15,000? That's hard to complete it within 2 weeks.
If you're completing within 2 weeks, you're still paying the 10,000, not 15,000. But 15,000 is for those that did not make any commitment at all within the 24 hours. Yes.
Oh, okay, now I guess. Thank you.
You're welcome. So someone else is raising his hands. Ubaka, do you still have a question?
No, I've tried to bring it down, but I don't know what's wrong with this.
Okay.
Oh yeah, down now.
Okay. Okay. So that is it. If we don't have any more questions, that is it for tonight. I am glad you were able to attend. Yeah. So I don't know how many of you looked at your emails. Well, I'm glad you still made it here. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for attending, and I hope to see you in class on Tuesday, the first Tuesday in September. I see a lot of people saying 7 to 8 is not okay, but you can try as much as possible. It's just a short class. You can try as much as possible to make it, because that is when your instructor will have the time to teach. So that is it. Bye-bye, and see you in class on Tuesday. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
All right, thank you. Bye. Good night.
Yeah, bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
All right.